remember the name.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 319.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On second down, Johnson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Off play action, Knight. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Cobbs. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
65. 11. 6. Flag. Go ahead. White. 6. 11. 13. Take it. Go. Get set.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He finds Corey Davis, 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it?
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
65. 21. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Like 80! 180! 21. Here we go. Yes!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
11. Black 80. 80. 11. Go ahead.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Hauschko with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
11. Here we go. 13.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. Going underneath for Lewis. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Here we go.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He'll get it up the middle. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And they work this out past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing now is Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to let it go deep. It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Auschka adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
21, 21. 11. Here we go. 180. Go ahead.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jayon Brown in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
21. Hey, go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. Garoppolo. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Allen. Wide open receiver complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Allen. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
21.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Garoppolo now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Howell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw again. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Detroit! Over! Watch him now, Barney!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Go ahead. Wait.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. Hauschka with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And it's a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
21. 6. White.
On 1st down, Garoppolo steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight 1st down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Lewis will get the handoff, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He spins free. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Yeah, here come the Bills. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Watch it now, Barney!
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Able to push his way through. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Now, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue landing.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. David Johnson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Hauschka with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run it with Johnson, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns has got him in the lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.